Simcat's been around here. I can see the fur. Simcat! The Moza SRP pedals are a very decent set of pedals. There's nothing really wrong with them. Fairly priced, all metal construction, magnetic sensors and a load cell brake. So it has all the kind of right features here. But there's something I noticed and something also 3D Wrap has recognised is the throttle and the clutch are fairly basic torsion spring based resistance on here. Not bad resistance, but not very interesting, not very exciting. So this is why 3D Wrap have developed a mod for these pedals. So today we're going to unbox them. I won't be fitting them to my pedals today. This is just an unboxing so we can just look at the parts. Jump cuts with a slightly lower ISO setting on the camera as it was looking a little bit overexposed. Never mind. Here we go. We have some stickers, thank you notes and a business card from 3D Wrap, so some freebies there. Get the lid off and here's the stuff. I wasn't expecting this. Let's have a look at these. Original 3D Wrap parts. So these are not included with this mod. Better make sure I kind of mention that just in case, because there may be some bits which I was unaware of because this is an unboxing. So they did send me this stuff to review, guys, so I'm not absolutely sure sometimes when they send me stuff what's going to be there. But here we have some sort of short little socks. They're kind of useful, aren't they? So thick socks. They're not, well, from what I can tell, they're not like special sim racing socks with grip on there, just so you know, but they are thick sports socks, so pretty nice. It's got a little lip at the back. What's that for? I don't know. Maybe, I guess, if you're you're using sim racing shoes or something like that, or just like you fancy a nice set of 3D Wrap socks. These are actually pretty well made. So I'll put that to the side, as this unboxing is certainly transforming into something slightly more than I expected. So the other thing actually, which actually is worth mentioning, is 3D Wrap do sell some extra accessories besides the actual clutch and throttle and clutch pro kits. There's some extra bits here for, and they are sort of bagged separately. So these are like noise reduction elements. So we'll put those on again for the review. I'm not sure what these are. These are some extra parts. So they're for something, but I know these extra bag parts maybe they're related, maybe they're not. I know these are separate. So that, again, noise reduction for the pedals. So that essentially slips under that part there. It's like I had the pedals on the table here, so they sort of go under there. These I'm not familiar with, but I add an annotation if it is separate, but it is a thing. Maybe some hard stops, maybe some kind of noise reduction stops for when the pedal bottoms out. Maybe, I think that may be that for that. I need to find out more, guys. But yeah, that's kind of thrown in this video a little bit because I wasn't expecting to see that, but I record these videos to camera and they can be unexpected. So let's move this stuff out of the way anyway, because it is sort of separate from what I wanted to show you here. So these are the kits. So there's one for the throttle, one for the brake. Now, which is which, I can't tell right now, but they will have slightly different components. So it is sort of generic packaging, so it doesn't actually mention on here, but let's just open this first one and see what's inside. Feels pretty weighty though, so that's a good start. So it is 3D printed, so that is plastic. There is a bearing on there, but we do have obviously metal parts here, a big spring, and more 3D printed parts and TPU pieces. So TPU will be a flexible piece. So on that side, so part of the roller system here, you can see that, of course. And a ramp, so that will change the texture. So I'm assuming, or maybe I'm wrong, let's have a think about this. That could well be for the clutch. I think that's the clutch one, yeah, so clutch one. So the only difference between the two, I'd expect, hello Simcat, she's come to terrorise me again. Simcat! This is turning into one of those unboxings. One of those unboxings which is going a little bit wrong. Here we go. I think, are you going to stay there or are you just like travelling? Let's move that out of the way for you. Are you staying there? Just going to get in the way. That's it. Well done, Simcat. And I can't even see my little monitor, which I use for my preview. There she goes. Right, back to business. Okay, so the way this works is this wheel will ride one of these ramps, and it can only ride one ramp at a time as it is offset. So at the moment it's going to interact with the vintage one. So as you can see, it's going to ride that ramp along with, obviously, you know, aided by the resistance of this spring here. And that's going to give us the feel, that profile of the feel. And to swap it around, if we want to ride that ramp, we need to move this wheel over to that side, and that's why this is clipped on. So we just pop it off like that, push it to the side, to the other side, put this clip back on, and now that's going to ride that ramp. So very easy. That means it's clear that when this is mounted to your pedal, the only thing you need to swap out is that. So you don't need to dismantle your pedal, you know, this contraption to change the profile. You just simply clip that off and just, you know, slip it to the other side, and then you can kind of change the profile there. If we look at the throttle bracket, it's exactly the same. There's no difference. Exactly the same piece. And what we have is just basically a different gradient on the ramp itself. So if we put them side by side, you should be able to see they are rather different. So modern side, so throttle clutch, just flip that over, and vintage and vintage. So you can see they're very different types of gradients on here. The ramp for the throttle is very subtle. So the modern side is slightly concave, and the other side for vintage is slightly concave. I guess we need to test this to find out if it makes much of a difference, but yeah, it is slightly different on each side. Of course, on that one it's a little bit more aggressive changes on there. So kind of interesting. And there you have it, guys. That's the first look at this modification kit for the SRP and SRP-Lite pedals. Yeah, I thought it was quite interesting. So yeah, I'll get a review out very soon for these. Going to be very easy to install. So yeah, what do you think? Yeah, looks like a pretty decent mod so far, but we need to test this out and see how we get on. But yeah, it looks kind of well made anyway. So there you have it for this one. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, and happy simming, and bye bye for now.